Test. The National Junior College Athletic Association, Region 14 Conference, and Alvin Community College promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Negative comments, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. Alvin Community College thanks you for your support and cooperation. On the lighter note, the concession stand is open.
got in.
Just got in? Do you drive? Flew.
Yeah.
Good for y'all.
All right, everyone. Welcome into Ruth Ryan Field here at Alvin Community College. Today's game is between Monroe University and the Alvin Community College Dolphins. For Monroe, starting lineup, batting first, number 2, playing left field, Gabriel Gonzalez. Batting second and playing second base, number 13, Yalializ Maldonado. Batting third and playing third, number 17, Lisbeth Zambrano. Batting fourth and playing shortstop, number 11, Brianna Talley. Batting fifth and playing center field, Maricela Colon. Batting sixth and catching, number 1, Natalie Mongrain. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 16, Emily Hernandez. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 3, Alexis Ortiz. Batting ninth, the designated player, number 6, Kayla Suleski. And starting pitcher, number 12, Georgia Wilson. Now for your Alvin Community College Dolphins. Batting first, the shortstop, number 22, Maria Yaya Silva. Batting second and playing left field, number 42, Emily Garza. Batting third, the designated player, number 12, Bianca Galan. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 77, Izzy Doggett. Batting fifth in right field, number 4, Alyssa Keene. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 11, Jaden Grenier. Batting seventh at first base, number 9, Savannah Salazar. Batting eighth in center field, number 15, Izzy Jacoby. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 7, Brooke Martin. And the starting pitcher, number 17, Alexis Thomas. Please rise and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. All right, everybody, welcome into Ruth Ryan Field here on the campus of Alvin Community College, Monroe and Alvin. The Mustangs and the Dolphins about to get underway. Starting lineups, defensive alignment, Alexis Thomas getting the start
for the Dolphins. Catching Tamez is Jaden Grenier. That's your battery. Over at first base, Savannah Salazar. Second base is Brooke Martin. At third base, Izzy Doggett. And at shortstop, Maria Yaya Silva. In left field, Emily Garza. In center field, Izzy Jacoby. And in right field, Alyssa Keene. Bianca Galan is the designated player for the Dolphins. Batting order for the Mustangs as we see Gabrielle Gonzalez step up to bat. She's hitting a leadoff.
Coming up to bat,
Yadi Elise Maldonado is batting second, and Elizabeth Zambrano is batting third. Middle third of the order, we'll see Brianna Talley fourth, Maricela Colon fifth, and Natalie Mongrain sixth. And in the bottom third of the order, Emily Hernandez seventh, Alexis Ortiz eighth, and Kayla Selesky ninth. Monroe is in the blue uniforms with the white pinstripes and yellow lettering. Alvin in the all blacks with the red lettering. The first pitch from Tamez is inside to Gonzalez. Gonzalez from the Bronx went to Montefiore Scanlon High School. Catcher and utility player, 5'7". And there is a strike. Gonzalez in left field. She's a sophomore. Tamez, the starting pitcher for the Dolphins, also a sophomore from Brownsville, Texas. That one's high. Gonzalez hitting .444 this year. She's got 8 hits and 18 at-bats. It hits one high in the air, but it's going to be foul over towards the batting cages down the right field line. Counts 2-2 to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, 8 hits, all singles. That one just a bit inside, counts full. Pitching stats for Alexis Tamez, 20 2/3 innings, a 4.06 ERA. In 10 appearances, 1 start. This is her second start. She's got a 1-0 record. On the ground to the first baseman, Salazar, no problem at all. Able to quickly step on the bag and retire Gonzalez for the first out of the ball game. Tamez does have the only save for the Dolphins pitching staff.
Batting 13, Maldonado.
Here is Yadi Elise Maldonado, another left-handed hitter at the top of the order for Monroe. And this is in the air. Looks like Jacoby will have to come in and make the catch just behind the infield dirt, barely in the grass, and 2 quick outs for Tamez. I'll have to find out why Tamez wanted me to call her Alpha. That was news to me. Mentioned in the last game, her new nickname is going to be Jukebox because she never stops singing. And first pitch to Lisbeth Zambrano is a ball low. Zambrano playing third base, 5'4" right-handed hitter from the Bronx. Went to William Howard Taft Educational Campus High School. Freshman. Strike there on the outside edge. Zambrano's hitting .269. 7 hits and 26 at-bats. And on the ground, Yaya Silva picks it up, fires it. The first throw is high, and Zambrano will reach on the error from Yaya Silva. It'll be an E6.
Now batting, number 11, Talley.
Brianna Talley's up after the inning continues on the air from Silva. Fourth hitter and shortstop for Monroe is up. Talley 1 hit in 6 at-bats. Ball low and away. It's good for a 167 average. That hit was a single. Talley has walked 3 times. That's low. Zambrano will run the throw down. Not in time. Zambrano with a stolen base. Talley, another Mustang from the Bronx. Also another Monsignor Scanlon High School product. They have 3 players from that high school. Strike there makes it 2-1. Zambrano at second with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Tomez trying to work around an error. And on the ground to Yaya Silva, another bobbled ball fired to first and got her. So another near error, but Silva's arm strength makes up for it. They do work around the error. Allows the only base runner in the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 here at Ruth Ryan Field.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Bottom of the first inning here at Ruth Ryan Field. It'll be Yaya Silva batting first, Emily Garza batting second, and Bianca Galan third. Middle third of the order, we'll see Izzy Doggett fourth, Alyssa Keene fifth, and Jaden Grenier sixth. Savannah Salazar seventh, Izzy Jacoby eighth, and Brooke Martin ninth for the bottom third of the order. Defensive alignment for Monroe, as Georgia Wilson, the starting pitcher, pours in a strike on her first pitch. Catching Wilson is Natalie Mongrain. First baseman is Emily Hernandez. Second base, Yadializ Maldonado. So that's a ball. Left side of the infield sees Lisbeth Zambrano at third and Brianna Talley at short. In left field, Gabrielle Gonzalez. In center field, Maricela Colon. And in right field, Alexis Ortiz. The 1-0 to Silva, and she pummels one into the dirt in foul territory. 1-1 the count. Silva from Pasadena Memorial High School in Pasadena. 5'8" freshman, has been on an offensive tear to begin the season. In 22 games, a team leading 73 at-bats, team leading 30 hits, a .411 average, and she hits another one right at Coach Farmer. A ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter for the Dolphins. 0-0 here in the bottom of the first. Dolphins a 10-12 record on the season after splitting just a couple of days ago, Wednesday, against Navarro. Monroe played 2 games against Galveston yesterday and dropped them both. Monroe is 5-8 on the year. They lost 4-0 in game 1 and 6-2 in game 2. Yaya hits one in the air to left, right at the left fielder. Oh, and it burns her. She came up too far, and Silva will have a double. She is a doubles machine. Team leader in doubles adds another. Did not read it right off the bat was the left fielder Gonzalez.
Now batting, number 42, Danza.
Silva's 8th double. No one else on the team has more than 4. She has doubled the team in doubles. Here is Emily Garza. Been kind of pigeonholed into that second spot in the order. This order has done really well. A lot of offensive production. They're averaging about 12 hits per game over the last 7 or 8 games. Garza hitting .302, 13 hits and 43 at-bats. She's got 7 RBIs. She has not walked or struck out. That's low and in the dirt. Yaya stays put at second. Doesn't appear to be quite as windy as it was on Wednesday. We had winds, gusts of about 20 miles an hour. It's consistently windy here. See what the weather says. Garza drops down the bunt to get Yaya up to third. To throw to first base is in time from the third baseman Zambrano to the second baseman covering Maldonado. And that'll bring us to Bianca Galan, who will bat with a runner at third and 1 out here, trying to get the Dolphins on the board first. Galan has absolutely crushed the ball this season. A team leading .455 batting average. She's got 25 hits, which is second on the team. She hits it on the ground to short. They'll go home, and too high. A run scores. Silva able to get in there. Galan with an RBI. Failed fielder's choice there. Another RBI moves her up to 14. And Yaya Silva scores her 21st run. Second on the team has 13, so she gets on base a ton in the leadoff spot, and they drive her in a ton. And here's Izzy Doggett. Doggett, another player who has had a phenomenal start to the year, a .436 average, a .516 on base, which is the highest mark on the team, and a ball low. Her .618 slugging is the highest on the team, so that means her OPS is the highest on the team. Fantastic numbers for Izzy Doggett. Her 16 RBIs leads the team, her 8 walks leads the team. Doggett lays off of that one, but is a strike, 1-1. Against Navarro the other day, Doggett had her 13 straight plate appearances, reaching base safely streak snapped when she grounded out in the 5th inning of game 1. Another strike to her, 1-2. That streak spanned over 5 games. It started with the first game against Kilgore. They played 4 against Kilgore and then 2 against Navarro. And across those 5 games, a streak of 13 straight plate appearances without getting out. Really incredible. Not sure if that's a school record or what, but it sounds like it. A sport based on failure. Ooh, Doggett will reach base safely again, this time the painful way, getting plunked in the hip by Wilson. Galan is at second and Doggett at first with 1 out here for Alyssa Keene. The infield will have a quick chat. Alyssa Keene, she has 9 hits and 22 at-bats. That's good for a .409 average, a really respectable .480 on base. .480 on base is second on the team, but she probably wouldn't qualify due to the lack of at-bats. Silva has 73 at-bats at the top of the team, Keene with 22. Keene watches the ball. Keene is actually 12th on the team in at-bats. And there's a strike, 1-1 to count to Keene. Keene's from Judson High School in San Antonio. On the ground of the shortstop, goes to third to get the lead runner. Galan is removed from the bases. Doggett is at second at Keene at first now with 2 outs for Jaden Grenier. So Keene aboard on the fielder's choice. Starting pitcher Georgia Wilson, freshman from Goleta, California, went to Dos Pueblos High School. And Grenier watches that one, thought about it, a little hesitation, and takes the strike. Wilson, a 3.06 ERA, and 16 innings pitched is the most on the team. And Grenier hits one on the ground right to Zambrano, who bobbles it a bit. And Doggett is safe at third. Zambrano just a hair too slow on the bobble. Touched the bag with the ball in her hand. And Doggett able to hustle in there and keep the inning going. Coach Lisa Brooks talking to the home plate umpire.
Now batting, number 9, Salazar.
Here's Savannah Salazar. Salazar from San Antonio Burbank High School. She watches a ball. Bases loaded and 2 outs here. Dolphins lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Trying to really open it up here with a knock from Salazar. Salazar's 14 RBIs, our second on the team, so a good person for the job. Hits it onto the ground of the shortstop, a little bobble, and she's going to be safe at second. Keene able to get in there, a bang-bang play, another bobble, and Monroe has had some issues defensively already. Now an assistant coach from Monroe is going to head out and talk to the infield. Perhaps just Georgia Wilson. The rest of the infield is backed off. Wilson has elicited ground balls right to fielders. It just hasn't worked out. It's 2-0. For some reason, the scoreboard operator put a run for Monroe, but they haven't scored any runs. Alvin has 2 and Monroe has none. I'm not sure what the crazy scoreboard operator's thinking.
Now batting, number 15, Jacoby.
Izzy Jacoby's up here. 8th hitter and center fielder batting here in the bottom of the first, and she'll take a strike. Jacoby hitting .311. Jacoby's got 14 hits and 45 at-bats. And in the air, that's going to drop in. It looks like 1 run will score at least. They'll stop the runner at third, so it's 3-0 now. Jacoby with an RBI single that drove in Keene. And here's Brooke Martin, the 9th hitter in the order. If she could get aboard, a chance to bat around here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting, number 7, Martin.
The errors for Monroe quite costly here in the bottom of the first. Martin right into the glove of Wilson, and that will be the final out. So all 9 batters hit in the bottom of the first. The Dolphins lead 3-0 at the end of 1. We'll head to a quick break and be right back here in just a moment.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Top of the second inning here at Ruth Ryan Field.
Now batting, number 9.
Dolphins lead 3-0. Tomez out there for a second inning of work. Here is Maricela Colon. Colon, Mongrain, and Hernandez, 5, 6, and 7. Martin just can't grab that one, just beyond the reach of her outstretched glove. And a leadoff single for Maricela Colon. Colon, the center fielder, which that alone tells me she might be wanting to run at some point. Colon does have 2 stolen bases this year in 2 attempts. And there's a strike. Colon did not go. This is Natalie Mongrain, 6-hitter and catcher. Mongrain's hitting .407. 11 hits and 27 ABs, a double and a triple. Misses outside. Colon at first and nobody out here in the top of the second. Dolphins lead 3-0. See if Colon wants to run at some point here. Next couple of pitches, the 1-1. And popped up. Colon will have to stay put as Yaya Silva puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. That'll bring us to the first baseman, Emily Hernandez.
Now batting, number 16, Hernandez.
Emily Hernandez is from Chatsworth, California. Left-handed hitting, left-handed throwing. First baseman at 5'3". And throw down, and she got her. No, safe. Just slid under the tag. Throw got there, but the slide under the tag just in time. A really good throw from Grenier, despite what looked like a pretty good jump from Colon, but a stolen base for Colon, her third. Counts 1-0 to Hernandez with 1 down in the top of the second. This is bunted and popped up foul. Hernandez has had 3 at-bats this year, no hits, but has scored a run. That one just a bit high, perhaps 2-1 the count to Hernandez. Tomez, not a prolific strikeout pitcher, relies on weak contact like this. This is popped up and off the Monroe dugout. Nearly a chance there for Izzy Doggett, but about a foot away from being catchable. Count is 2-2 here to Hernandez.
So 1-6, level swing.
Tomez gets the sign. Rocks and delivers, misses low and away. Counts full to Hernandez. First base is open here with 1 out in the top of the second inning.
So 1-6.
Tomez strikes out about 2 1/4 batters per 7 innings. Payoff pitch, and on the ground to Brooke Martin, the second baseman. Over to first, no problem. Salazar able to squeeze it for out number 2. Cologne moves up to third with 2 outs here. And here is Alexis Ortiz, the
Now batting number 3.
right fielder. Ortiz, another from Bronx, went to Monsignor Scanlon High School. Switch hitting 5'3" right fielder. Ooh, and a wave and a miss. Just kind of poked the bat out there at that one. Ortiz is hitting .091. That's 1 hit in 11 at bats. No balls and a strike here with Cologne at third and 2 down. The 0-1 and poked foul. See if Tamez can get her first strikeout here with an 0-2 count.
Go 3. Hey, catch it in front. Catch it in front.
Ortiz has struck out 3 times in 11 at bats. The 0-2 and poked right at Doggett. Doggett makes a catch and out number 3. So Cologne gets aboard, but Strander at third. After the top of the second, the Dolphins lead 3-0. Take a quick break. Be right back here in just a moment.
Now batting number 2, Silva.
Bottom of the second inning, 3-0 Dolphins lead, and Maria Yaya Silva already batting for a second time in this one. 9 Dolphins went to the plate in the bottom of the first, and Yaya Silva already with an opportunity. She had a leadoff double, burned the left fielder Gonzalez. Her 8th double, team leading, and this is another well-hit ball out to left, and Gonzalez takes a step forward, a step back, and makes the catch this time. Didn't get over eager and charge it like the last time, and Silva's out. But a couple of really good swings from Silva nonetheless. Here is
Now batting 42,
Emily Garza. Garza sacrifice bunted in the first, and she takes a strike here from Georgia Wilson. Wilson so far an inning and a third, 27 pitches, hit a batter, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned. And Garza just gets a piece of it. She hasn't walked or struck anybody out. Every ball has been, every batter has put it in play. No walks or strikeouts in the game so far. And Garza smokes one right at Coach Farmer. And Garza has not walked or struck out this year. Only player to be able to say that. Everyone else has either walked once or struck out once. And Garza, another foul ball, stays alive. Even Marissa Hernandez, who has 1 at bat, has at least a walk or a strikeout. She has a walk. Oh, 2 misses down and away. A 1-2 to Garza. Ooh, that's high. I thought I jinxed her. I was like, ooh, the announcer jinxed there. I thought she was finna get rung up. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody aboard here in the bottom of the second. Ooh, plunked. Garza will reach base after being hit by a pitch. Second batter that Wilson has hit. She hit Doggett in the first. Here is Bianca Galan.
Now batting, number 12, Galan.
Galan has 4 doubles, a triple, and a homer, which she hit against Navarro in Game 2 the other day. She takes a strike on the outside edge here. It was a 3-run bomb. They ended up winning 11-7, and Navarro had the tying run at the plate in the 7th inning. So a really big part of that victory. That's down and away. Galan's .618 slugging is exactly tied with Izzy Doggett for first. And that one is grounded over to Coach Farmer down the third base line. A ball and 2 strikes to Galan with Garza at first and 1 out here. Dolphins still lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-2. That rolls its way up there. Garza will easily take second base. Two balls and 2 strikes. Galan hits one into the glove of the third baseman, Zambrano, and Garza will have to stay put at second here with 2 outs. Izzy Doggett coming up.
Now batting, number 77, Doggett.
If you look at Izzy Doggett's game log, it's really crazy the run she's been on. He misses outside. Doggett hits one right back to the pitcher, Wilson, who fires it to first, and out number 3. After sending everybody to the plate in the bottom of the first, just 4 batters in the bottom of the second. Garza reaches on a hit by pitch, moved up to second on a wild pitch, but stranded there. At the end of 2, 3-0, Alvin leads. We'll head to the top of the third. Be right back in just a moment.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Top of the third inning here in Alvin, Texas. Ruth Ryan Field. Alexis Thomas out there for her 3rd inning of work. And here's Kayla Selesky, 9th hitter. Ooh. Almost like a defensive swing, but called a ball. Selesky, the only person who has not hit yet in this game. It'll be 9-1-2 for Monroe here in the top of the third. Selesky, Gonzalez, and Maldonado. Here's the 1-0, and just fouled back. Zaleski is the designated player. If I had stats, I don't. If I had stats about how often the designated player hits in different spots, I would say 9th would probably be the least common, but I could be wrong about that. Zaleski's from Pine Bush, New York. That one nearly hits her way inside. Counts 2-1. That one nearly hits Zaleski in the left hip, the one not facing the pitcher. Zaleski's hitting .231. And the ball away, 3-1. Zaleski's got 3 hits and 13 at-bats. She scored 5 runs. Driven in 1, all 3 hits were singles. She's also walked 4 times. .412 on base percentage, pretty high. Here's a 3-1. And poked right at Yaya, can't get it. Jumped and just over her head. A leadoff single here in the top of the 3rd for the Mustangs. Zaleski aboard with the 4th hit on the season. Here is Gabrielle Gonzalez.
Now batting, number 2, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, leadoff hitter and left fielder. Tries to bunt, and a foul ball, so Zaleski will have to go back to first. Gonzalez grounded out to first to begin the ball game. Here's the 0-1 for Tamez as she pulls back the bunt throw down and got her. Great throw from Grenier. Yaya applies the tag in the upper head area. And Zaleski's unsure, hesitant to leave the base paths. Count is 0-2. Leadoff single wiped away. Good throw from Grenier. Oh, did she go? No, they say she did not. A ball and 2 strikes. That was Grenier's 4th batter that she caught stealing on the season. Leads the team. And on the ground, Brooke Martin picks it up over to first. No problemo for out number 2. The bases are empty for the second hitter, Maldonado.
Now batting, number 13, Maldonado.
Maldonado flew out to center field in the top of the 1st. Ooh, a wave and a miss. Slaps at that one. It's a bit off the plate, 0-1. Tama is a pretty good start so far. 2 2/3, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. 37 pitches, 23 strikes. Kept the bases relatively clean. Right back at Tamez. Tamez goes to first, out number 3. So they had a leadoff single, but 3 people came up and 3 people went down after they caught stealing from Grenier and Yaya Silva combined. So 0's on the board for the Mustangs through 3 innings. Going to the bottom of the 3rd, the Dolphins lead 3-0. Be right back in just a moment.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
bottom of the third inning here at Ruth Ryan Field. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Dolphins. Alyssa Keene will lead it off. Alyssa Keene, Jaden Grenier, and Savannah Salazar will all hit here against Georgia Wilson in the bottom of the third inning. Keene watches the first one as it rolls up to the plate. Keene reached on a fielder's choice. So she's 0 for 1. Ball outside, 2-0. Still yet to see a walk or a strikeout, although we have seen 2 hit batters. And Keene watches one just a tad low, perhaps. Looked to be center cut of the plate. Must have been low. .30. And a 4-pitch walk. Keene aboard. Coach Brooks going to talk to Georgia Wilson briefly. First walk of the game, though, for either pitcher. Wilson has not pitched poorly. A lot of opportunities for outs from the defense. The leadoff double from Yaya Silva in the bottom of the first was a catchable ball. Left fielder charged a bit too much, and it, misread it as it soared over her head. You had the ball at third where the third baseman dove for the bag, and it was just a tad late. You had to play at second. A runner was safe by just an inch after a bobble from the shortstop. Grenier watches one low and away. Keene did not run. Keene has 1 stolen base in 1 attempt. The 1-0. Keene does not go. Strike on the outside edge, a throw back to first, not in time. Catcher Mongrain came up firing. The 1-1. Grenier hits it to the first baseman, who drops it in foul territory. That was almost a double play, perhaps, if Fernandez could catch it and get back to the bag quickly with Keene running. The hit and run almost was disastrous there for the Dolphins. But first baseman not making the catch, bailed him out. And now the throw down a second, and off the glove of the shortstop covering. That was Talley. So Keene is safe at second with a face full of dirt, albeit. So stolen base for Keene, second on the year. Runner in scoring position with nobody out, but 2 balls and 2 strikes for Grenier. We're not going to see a bunt here. Grenier, a really good contact hitter. And just got a piece. Grenier hitting .382. Doesn't walk a lot. Likes to put it in play. Just 1 walk through 55 at bats. It's definitely the lowest walk ratio on the team. She likes to swing, and she often puts it in play. And on the ground of the second baseman, Keene will stay put. Now Keene will kind of dance around as Grenier is safe, and Keene goes to third. I think Keene was supposed to come to third anyway. It's right side of the infield, but works out for the Dolphins once again. Another mistake by Monroe, and it looks like the first baseman is going to be done. Drop that ball, and then inability to get an out there. And we got a new first baseman. This is Mackenzie Williams, who's from nearby Elkins High School. Elkins High School, not far away down in Missouri City, just down Highway 6. I believe it's the same high school that Travis Scott went to. She probably went to high school with Adam Wade, our baseball pitcher, who's what, like 6'7"? Is he 6'7"? 6'7"? Committed to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Elkins, and Monroe all have the exact same color scheme. The blue with the yellow. The 0-1. And on the ground, up the middle, off the glove of the shortstop. She'll fire it to first, and off the glove of the first baseman. It's 4-0, and catching has been an issue at first base here in the bottom of the third. The Dolphins have runners on the corners with nobody out, and the infield is going to have a players-only meeting inside the circle after a litany of mistakes. Grenier had a obvious out when she popped up to first, just couldn't make the catch. So Salazar's at first and Grenier's at third. 4-0 Dolphins with Jacoby up to bat here. Still nobody out. Did not connect on the bunt. Grenier heads back to third, and Salazar took second with no problem. So 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. Owen won the count to Jacoby. Jacoby watches one low and away. Here's the 1-1, and on the ground of the shortstop, picks it up, fires it home, and Grenier is safe, slid under the tag. Precise sliding, scores a run for the Dolphins. Jacoby does just enough to get the job done. And the Dolphins lead 5-0. Coach Brooks might want to talk to the home plate umpire, looks like. Looks like we might see a new shortstop as well. Coach Brooks obviously not happy with the defensive performance from the Mustangs. Brooke Martin, the 9th hitter, up to bat. With runners at first and second and nobody out. So we do get a new shortstop. This time, subbing in for Tally is going to be Gabriela Diaz. Diaz from Bayonne, New Jersey, went to Bayonne High School. Sophomore pitcher and infielder, 5'4". Right-handed hitter and thrower. And a strike to Brooke Martin. Martin is 0 for 1. He's retired to end the bottom of the first on a line out to the pitcher, drops down a bunt, and it goes into foul territory quickly. The count will be 0-2 to Brooke Martin with Salazar at second and Jacoby at first. No balls and 2 strikes to Brooke Martin. Ball low and away. Lengthy inning here with several different errors, missed opportunities. Martin right up the middle, a Bates knock. We'll see if they send Salazar. They will not. Stop her at third is what they do. Bases are juiced for Yaya Silva, who has crushed the ball in 2 trips. One was a double, one was a line out right at the left fielder, but she has hit it well. The wind is blowing in straight from center. Don't think we'll see a grand slam, but we could with Silva's pop. Salazar at third, Jacoby at second, and Martin at first. This misses up and away. Both her at-bats, she's crushed it to left field. Galan hit one out that direction on Wednesday, but the wind was blowing out to left just a tad. Now blowing straight in. Ooh, up and in. 2-0 count. Silva, when they say a player has doubles power, Silva's what they're talking about. 8 doubles, no triples, no homers. She's got doubles power for real. That's a ball outside. We'll see if she gets a green light here, 3-0. With nobody out and the bases loaded, I would say probably not, but we'll see. If you're going to give somebody one, Yaya's a good choice. Very good hitter. 3-0. And just watches one, a 4-pitch walk. And Silva gets an RBI without taking the bat off her shoulder. It's 6-0. Jacoby moves up to third. Martin's at second, and Yaya is at first for Emily Garza. Wilson still in there. Interested to see when we might see another pitcher. They do have 6 different people who have pitched this season, actually 7. I wasn't counting one of the pitchers. She has a infinite ERA, 5 hits and 4 runs without an out. But 6 people who have pitched and have pretty respectable ERAs. And there's a strike, 1-1. Usually you see in preseason, if you're getting run ruled or something, you might put in a player who doesn't typically pitch and let them pitch, and things might not always go great. The 1-1, and that misses up and away. Garza had a sacrifice bunt, and she was hit by a pitch. So she still has not had an at-bat yet. And she smokes one off the glove of the third baseman, Zambrano. 1 run will score. They'll send Martin from second to throw in. Not in time. It's 8-0. The throw to third goes off the glove of the covering shortstop. Silva's safe at third. And Garza has a 2-run single, moves up to second on the throw. So her first official at bat in her third trip to the plate goes quite well. And the Dolphins lead 8-0. Five runs already here without an out in the bottom of the third. Even though the scoreboard operator is a run behind, it's 8-0. And Galan golfs one to Zambrano. She thinks about going home, does not, goes to first. Galan with an RBI ground out, and it's 9-0 Dolphins.
Now batting number 77, Doggett.
Garza still at second here for Izzy Doggett. Doggett's 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Garza at second with 1 down, and Doggett pops it up and out of play. Knowing Doggett personally, seeing everybody getting in on this hit party and yet to have a hit, I'm sure is eating her alive. She is as competitive a player as you'll see. And there's a ground ball to Zambrano. Looks back the runner. Garza, they go to first for the out. Garza safe at third by a country mile. And there's 2 down here. Here's Alyssa Keene.
Number 4, Keene.
Alyssa Keene led off this inning, so we have batted around, nearly batted around in the first. Had 9 people bat. This is the 10th batter of the third inning. Dolphins leading 9-0 with a runner at third and 2 outs. That's Emily Garza over there after her 2-run single. And Keene watches one right down Broadway. Dolphins already in run rule territory, up 9 runs. They just need to get through 5 innings. If they're up by 8 or more at the end of the top of the 5th, the ball game will end. Of course, this is a doubleheader, so we'll have game 2 approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of game 1. strike there, 2-2. And on the ground, right back at Wilson. Quick reflexes, a defensive grab there. They strand Garza at third base, but 6 runs score in the bottom of the third. It's 9-0 Dolphins at the end of 3. We'll go to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back in just a moment. Top of the 4th inning, Maricela Colon will bat. And she'll see a first pitch strike from Alexis Tamez, who's had 3 clean innings of work so far. Colon did reach base in the 2nd inning with the leadoff single to right field. The 0-1. And well hit out to left. Garza will field it on a hop. No, bobbled. Colon's going to head to second to throw in. Not in time. Colon with a stand-up double. Colon's 2 for 2. Couple of knocks. A double and a single, having a good afternoon. One of the few offensive bright spots for Monroe. 2 of the 3 hits. This is the new shortstop, Gabriela Diaz. And this is bunted foul. Diaz is batting for the catcher Monroe in the 6th spot. A lot of changes. That was actually Zambrano who had the double, not Colon. I cheated off some people in the press box and got that wrong. So this is Diaz batting for Talley in the cleanup spot. Colon would be next. I'm gonna make sure we move the bathroom closer so I don't have to try to cheat off the people up here that I'm trusting to hold it down in my absence. 2 balls and a strike here to Diaz. Diaz first at bat here. I was wondering why she was batting for Mongrain, but of course that's incorrect. Jaden Grenier will go out and talk to Alexis Tamez. So that was Zambrano's first hit. Colon is 1 for 1, and Zaleski is also 1 for 1. First extra base hit for Monroe in this ball game. Trying to bunt her up to third with 1 out, a 3-1 count. and foul ball right at Coach Farmer and Coach Jaden. Looked like they were in a scary movie the way they all jumped at the same time. Looked like me when a Paranormal Activity came out in theaters, the first one. Scary movie, super terrifying. I also don't like horror movies, so. Full count to Diaz with Zambrano at second and nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Tamez the full count and a walk to Diaz. A double and a walk to begin the fourth after a really clean first 3 innings. Here is Colon, who is 1 for 1.
Now batting, Colon.
First pitch to Colon, and a swing and a miss. Throw to third, got her! Grenier throws out another would-be base stealer, her second of the game. Grenier had thrown out 3 base runners all season, already 2 in this first game. And well struck right at Brooke Martin under the glove. Looks like a run will score. Jacoby fires it in. A single for Colon. She's 2 for 2, and Diaz scores. It's 9-1. Monroe's on the board. Still in run rule territory if they can get out of the top of the fourth without allowing any more runs. Here is Mongrain batting for herself.
Batting number 1, Mongrain.
Colon 2 for 2 now. She likes to run a bit. Speedy center fielder. Ball misses outside. The 1-0. And a swing and a miss. That changeup has got a couple of just silly-looking swings elicited here in this inning, as the Monroe batters were way out in front of it. We saw that in the game against Navarro, game 1 on Wednesday. Their ace, Bailey Sales, has a wicked changeup, and it feels like you can count to 30 Mississippi before it gets there. I mean, I'm not up there in the box, so like I know things happen faster on the field, but it just looks like it takes an eternity and a half to get to the plate. And this is rocketed out in the left center. A well-struck ball there from Mongrain. Another run will score as the ball is just picked up by Garza. An RBI double for Mongrain, and it's 9-2. The Dolphins are no longer in run rule territory. The games against Navarro the other day were the longest I've ever seen at Alvin Community College. We didn't get done until 6:15, a 1 o'clock first pitch in game 1. It almost never takes that long. The games against Kilgore, we were out of here at like 4:30, 4 o'clock. Game 1 took like 45 minutes. It was super fast. And then we played Navarro for the next home game. And yeah, it was long. 10-0 and then 11-7. The top of the 7th. We didn't even have the bottom of the 7th. The top of the 7th, they scored, 2 runs and then had the bases loaded with the tying run at the plate, and we were able to get out of it.
28, Williams.
Here is Mackenzie Williams from nearby Elkins High School. Now the home plate umpire will allow them to get ready. Williams ready to bat. And a swing and a miss. Tries to golf that one. couldn't connect.
Come on, KJ. You can do it.
Williams hitting .353, 6 hits and 17 ABs. She's got 2 doubles and a triple. And that's a ground ball to Doggett. Picks it up, looks the runner back, goes to first. They go to third, and safe. Bang, bang play, but Mongrain able to get in there. So somewhat productive out for Williams, moving up the runner. And there's 2 outs with the runner at third here for Ortiz.
Now batting number 3, Ortiz.
Still have not seen a strikeout in this ball game. 11 runs. 3 walks, several errors. And this is popped up. Can Grenier get there? No, she cannot. A 2-out bunt. That was popped sky high just beyond the reach of Grenier. Counts 0-1 with Mongrain at third and 2 down here in the top of the 4th. The Dolphins lead 9-2. Here's the 0-1. And reaches out and offers at it. Strike, 0-2. Tamez had Ortiz 0-2 the last time she came up to bat. Tamez gets the sign. Rocks and delivers, and popped up. Yaya Silva's under it, out number 3. 2 runs score in the top of the 4th, so the Dolphins only lead by 7 as it's 9-2 headed to the bottom of the 4th. Be right back here in just a moment.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Now batting number 11, Grenier.
First pitch of the bottom of the 4th goes to Grenier. Ball 1-0. Grenier, Salazar, and Jacoby 6, 7, and 8 to bat for the Dolphins. Grenier watches one in there for a strike. Wilson's still out there. 9 runs in 3 innings, allowing 6 hits. Giving her 6 earned runs, 9 total runs. Grenier pops this one into right field. The right fielder comes on and makes a catch. That is Ortiz. Actually, no, it's a different right fielder. That is Carson O'Daniels. It's Carson O'Daniels making the catch out there. Did not even notice a change. And smoked up the middle right at Colon, who makes the catch on the run. A well-struck ball from Salazar. Dolphins would need a run here, and then to keep Monroe scoreless for a run rule at the end of the top of the 5th, but with nobody on and 2 out for Jacoby, the 8th hitter might be a tall order. Jacoby watches one for a strike. About letter high right down the middle. Wilson 3 2/3, 6 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks, no Ks, hit 2 batters, had a wild pitch, 81 pitches, 49 strikes. Jacoby hits one on the ground as Zambrano fires to first, 3 up and 3 down. So no run rule possible at the end of the top of the 5th. We'll keep an eye on it. The Mustangs will come to bat in the top of the 5th, trailing 9-2.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Top of the 5th inning here at Ruth Ryan Field. New pitcher for the Dolphins. It's going to be Bianca Galan after 4 innings of 2-run ball from Alexis Tamez. Galan will be greeted by the 9th hitter in the order, Kayla Selesky. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Mustangs. Ball low and away. Galan, the 3-hole hitter. And a wave and a miss. Galan from La Feria, Texas. Went to La Feria High School, 5'6" freshman. Galan, second on the team in innings pitched, 27.1. That's high. Count is 2-1. Galan has allowed 21 runs in 27 and third innings. That's a 5.38 ERA. She's made 10 appearances, 2 starts. She has 2 wins and 3 losses. And right back at Galan. Welcome to the ball game. Here's a ground ball. And Selesky's out. 1 down and nobody on here in the top of the 5th. Top of the order. So instead of Gonzalez, this is going to be Carson O'Daniels, who I believe came in for Gabriel Gonzalez. And there's a strike. O'Daniels is from Marana, Arizona, went to Sal Point Catholic High School. 5'7" freshman, listed as an outfielder and a catcher. The 0-1. And popped up sky high. Looks like Jacoby will have the play in medium right center. 2 down.
Now batting, number 13, Maldonado.
Here is Yadializ Maldonado. Maldonado is 0 for 2. She flew out to center field in the first. And this is popped up, and Silva makes a catch. 3 up and 3 down. No sweat for Bianca Galan. Didn't need very many pitches there to get through that. Just 7, light work. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Dolphins lead 9-2. If they score 1 run, we'll have a run rule here in game number 1. Be right back here in just a moment.
Batting number 7, Martin.
Brooke Martin will lead off the bottom of the 5th. It'll be 9-1-2. Brooke Martin, Yaya Silva, and Emily Garza. Pretty good part of the order to start off with, trying to score a run and get a run rule victory. And there's a strike to Martin. Martin is 1 for 2 with a run. She had a single in the 3rd inning. That one hits the inside edge. Martin turned from it, but in there for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2. And Martin pokes it to the first baseman, Williams. Makes the play for round number 1. Here's Yaya Silva. Silva walked, had a double, drove in a run, and scored 2 runs herself. By far and away the team leader in runs scored. Once again, multiple runs scored for Yaya Silva. Ball low. Silva has really seen it well despite getting out the one time. All well struck. And of course the walk quality at bat. There's a strike. Ball and a strike to Silva. Nobody on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 9-2. Dolphins lead. Needing just a run. And Silva hits one high in the air to left again. Man, she is true as they come. All 3 swings right to the left fielder. This time it's caught by Ortiz, who's in left field for Gonzalez. And here's Garza with nobody on and 2 out. See if Garza can get things going and get aboard. Pops one up, and the third baseman Zambrano will make the catch. 3 up and 3 down. Top of the 5th and the bottom of the 6th both saw the 9-1-2 hitters for both teams, and they both went 3 up, 3 down. So we'll go to the top of the 6th. Dolphins lead 9-2.
Real training for real people. That's Alvin Community College. Hands-on programs preparing you for high-value careers so you can unlock opportunities and write your own story. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Just the skills you require for the job that requires you. Start your journey at alvincollege.edu and step into your future today with ACC.
Top of the 6th. This is Zambrano. And fouled back off the netting. Zambrano, Diaz, and Colon, 3, 4, and 5 to bat here for the Mustangs in the top of the 6th inning. Mustangs down by 7 runs. Fouled back off the netting. And on the ground, Salazar knocks it down. Martin picks it up, tosses Salazar, and couldn't put the squeeze on it. Zambrano hustles over to first safely. Here is Diaz. Diaz walked and scored a run in the 4th inning. Galan in her 2nd inning of work after a clean 1st inning, right on the ground to Doggett. Doggett goes to first. Salazar has it for out number 1. That one must have hurt Doggett, feeling the pain. Went right off the stomach area, I believe, of Doggett. Well hit by Diaz, but results in an out.
Batting number 9, Colon.
There is Maricela Colon. Colon is 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run. And a swing and a miss. Colon from the Bronx Leadership Academy 2. Owen won the count with Zambrano at 2nd. And a swing and a miss. That one tied her up in knots. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 from Galan. And in the air, Jacoby gets under it. They'll throw into 3rd and safe. Zambrano able to tag up. Jacoby made the catch for out number 2. And here is Mongrain with a runner at 3rd and 2 outs.
Mongrain.
Mongrain, 1 for 2 with an RBI. She had a double in the 4th inning. Mongrain from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, went to RS McLaughlin CVI. That might be Roman numerals, I'm not sure. Just what it says on the Monroe website. Count is 2-0 to Mongrain. Zambrano at 3rd and 2 down here in the top of the 6th. And on the ground, Doggett off of Doggett, and she'll hustle. No, have to put it in her pocket. A run scores, it's 9-3. Dolphins were a run away from a run rule. Now they are 2 away from a run rule. If they can keep it to 6 runs, the deficit here for the Mustangs. Here's Williams from nearby Arcola, Texas. And fouled out of play. Williams is 0 for 1. The 0-1 from Galan, and in the air to right field, Keene after it, and Keene off the glove. Nearly got the 3rd out there. No balls and 2 strikes to Williams. Mongrain at 1st and 2 outs here. Mongrain's a bat that drove in a run is going to be an error against Izzy Doggett. And in the air to right field again, foul territory, and nobody's able to make the play. It fell between Salazar and Keene. Oh, 2. Once again to Williams. And a swing and a miss. Galan gets the strikeout. Grenier throws down a second, even though it was out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th after a run is scored here in the top of the 6th. Makes it 9-3. Dolphins still lead. Be right back.
Thinking about college? Discover a world of opportunities with high-demand programs, expert faculty, and a diverse campus community. Whether you're just getting started or continuing your educational journey, ACC has the support and resources that you need to go from classroom to career. So, ready to shape your future? Achieve your ambitions with Alvin Community College. Your college experience awaits.
Now batting, number 12, Alvin.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Ruth Ryan Field. Dolphins lead the Mustangs 9-3. Good part of the order coming up for the Dolphins. Hasn't really happened for them yet. Galan skies one in the right field, and the right fielder makes the catch no problem. That's Carson O'Daniels.
Now batting, number 77.
This part of the order always extremely productive, but so far 0 for 7.
Doggett.
Izzy Doggett has been a hitting machine as well as Galan. And then Keene's had great numbers and somewhat limited action. And not a single hit in this part of the order yet. You'd have told me they were up 9-3, but the 3-4-5 hitters were 0 for 8. I would be a bit surprised. And there is strike 1-1. Doggett's 0 for 2, but was hit by a pitch. Keene is 0 for 2, but walked. And here's a ground out from Doggett to the shortstop, Diaz, for out number 2. So 0 for 9 this part of the order. Every other spot in the order, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9, all have at least one hit. Both teams have 6 hits and 2 errors, but the Dolphins lead 9-3 as Keene watches a strike. No balls and a strike with 2 outs here. Ball inside to Keene. Keene has scored 2 runs, reaching on a fielder's choice and that walk. Up and away. Wilson has still not struck out a Dolphin, but has elicited some weak contact. And Keene hits one foul into the Mustangs dugout. The ball on 2 strikes. If the Dolphins lead holds, just 4 outs remain in the ball game. It would obviously conclude at the end of the top of the 7th. This is on the ground as Zambrano fires to first and out. I think Keene was safe. That was a close play. I thought she got there for her first hit of the ball game, but called an out. Keene throws her hands up in a questioning matter. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Possibly 3 outs remaining if the Dolphins' 9-3 lead holds. Top of the 7th inning here. Ruth Ryan Field, Alvin, Texas. Dolphins leading 9-3. It'll be 8, 9, and 1. Ortiz, Selesky, and I believe O'Daniels, I think, is in the first spot right now. It's a strike to Ortiz. Ortiz is 0 for 2. Yeah, it is O'Daniels in that first spot. And there's a strike on the outside edge, 0-2 quickly. Galan's already pitched 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 unearned run. No walks and a strikeout. 23 pitches, 19 strikes. She has been all in the zone. Love to see that. Like the home plate umpire saying something to Ortiz about her positioning in the box, perhaps. Galan gets the signal. Rocks and delivers, and Ortiz strikes out. Not sure what she was fishing for way out of the zone there, but a strikeout. And nobody aboard with 1 out. Galan has both of the strikeouts in the ball game. Here is Selesky. And a ball outside. Selesky's 1 for 2 with the single. One of the 6 hits for the Mustangs. Dolphins have not really hit the ball as well as they have the last couple of weeks. 6 hits for both teams. And ground ball in front of the plate. Grenier goes to first, and off the back of Selesky. Selesky heads to second. Quinoa to track it down in the corner. Selesky's headed for third, and the ball will come in. Martin will have it. And Selesky's at third after the ball from Grenier hit her in the back. Just grazed her, perhaps. It's a tough play because she didn't have time to get around the runner, either towards the pitching circle or towards the dugout, and throw around the runner. She had to throw right through her and obviously hit her. This is Carson O'Daniels. O'Daniels hits one on the ground. Doggett goes home. Grenier, the throw took her towards first base. And now back to the bag. Not in time. So a run scores. Doggett, I think, had a chance at the runner from third, Selesky, to get her, but the throw did not go right in front of the plate like you're coming from third. It went closer to the first base side. In no way was Grenier going to catch it and then reach all the way back across. So Galan has not really done anything wrong here. You got a ground ball right at the third baseman, and you got a ball right in front of the plate, just barely tapped. Results in an error, runner reaching all the way to third, and then a failed fielder's choice for O'Daniels. Score is 9-4. They'll put Gonzalez back in the ball game for O'Daniels. Dolphins were up 11-5 against Navarro, headed into the top of the 7th, and allowed 2 runs with the tying run, making it all the way to the plate with, I believe, 1 out. Obviously, Dolphins won that game 11-7, but don't want to see a sort of scary collapse like that in this ball game. This is bunted to Doggett. Doggett goes to first. Martin on the bag. Throw back to second, and safe. Bang, bang play at second. Gonzalez nearly wiped away. There's 2 down here with a runner in scoring position for Zambrano, who's hit the ball well. Martin was quick to get over to first base. That was really high-paced defensive action there. Now Coach Farmer and Coach Jaden talking to the home plate umpire about something. Zambrano gets the pitch from Galan and hits it out of play. Zambrano's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. She scored a run. It's 9-4, a 5-run lead for the Dolphins, and the Mustangs are down to their final out. Gonzalez at second. 0-1 count, and that's high. Gonzalez dancing around over there. Galan's runs have both been unearned. Popped up. Looks like Salazar will make the play for out number 3, and the ball game is over. The Dolphins win 9-4. They jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first and added 6 more in the bottom of the third. They led 9-0. Thought we might have a run rule, but 2 runs in the top of the fourth from the Mustangs, 1 in the 6th and 1 in the 7th, has us at 9-4. Both teams with 6 hits. Monroe with 2 errors, Alvin with 3. Silva went 1 for 3 with an RBI, a walk, and 2 runs. Garza 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Bianca Galan 0 for 4 but had 2 RBIs. Keene scored 2 runs and had a walk. Salazar 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run. And Izzy Jacoby 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run. Tamez went 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. Winning pitcher Bianca Galan got the last 3 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs. They were unearned, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Tamez threw 57 pitches. Galan threw 31, 25 for strikes. Really good job to stay in the zone and keep this thing going for Monroe. Zambrano went 2 for 4 with a double and a run scored. Colon went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run. And the starting pitcher Wilson went all 6 innings, 6 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Had a wild pitch, hit 2 batters, 99 pitches, 62 strikes. That's 62%, easy math. But that'll do it for game 1. The Dolphins improve to 11-12. The Mustangs fall to 5-9. We'll have game 2 coming up in about 30 minutes or so. It's 2:38, so probably around the 3:15 mark. So we'll try to start the stream just a tad early, allow you to get in. And that'll do it for this one here at Ruth Ryan Field. Game 1 completed, 9-4. Alvin wins.